WILDX American Idol for speakers. We have 15 unbelievable speakers coming to not only share their heart, share their story, but also compete for the next TEDx stage.
My talk is, we don't have a confidence problem, we have a self-worth crisis. So I am exposing the confidence industry, which is a $500 billion industry that sells us the illusion of confidence while ignoring what I believe is the true foundation of success, self-worth. So I would love you to go to Instagram at She Means Business Magazine or shemeansbusinessmagazine.com.
Welcome to WILDX. This is Rhonda Swan. I am so excited to have you here today. WILDX is a platform for speakers to not only share their voice, their message, but to inspire the world.
I remember that night, I was on my hands and knees, crawling. I was terrified. The door was wide open, and I was desperately screaming for someone to call 911. That night, he was arrested for domestic violence, and I dropped the charge. Not because it didn't happen, but because I didn't yet feel I was worthy of more. Research from the DV hotline suggests it takes an average of 7 attempts before a woman leaves an abusive relationship for good. 7. That isn't her weakness. It's evidence of how deeply conditioned we've become to doubt our own value. 1 in 3 women will experience physical violence from their partner in their lifetime. And every day, 20,000 phone calls flood domestic violence hotlines. And more than half of those will never make it to conviction, and not because the abuse isn't real, but because so often women fear retaliation, they depend financially on their abuser, or cling to the hope that things will change. For me, all of the above. That moment, that 911 moment, it wasn't a confidence problem. It was a self-worth crisis. You don't have to experience abuse to know what it feels like to question your worth. Maybe for you, it's staying quiet in a meeting. Maybe it's dimming your light in a relationship. Or pretending to be okay when really you're exhausted from overproving yourself. We've been conditioned to think we have to prove our worth through performance and perfection. But our worth isn't something we have to earn, but it is something we have to choose. Stories like mine aren't rare, unfortunately, and they reveal something so much bigger. My story isn't unique, and that's the problem. Beneath the statistics and beneath the silence of so many untold stories lies a culture obsessed with confidence while ignoring self-worth. Today, confidence, it's marketed as a cure-all. Wear this brand, follow this trend, fake it till you make it. We've created a $500 billion confidence industry that profits every time we doubt ourselves. So I want to take a poll. by a raise of hands and keep them up. Have you ever bought something in hopes it will make you feel more confident? Now keep them up, keep them up. Keep them up now if it was sustainable and it actually worked. That's the confidence industry. So now that we've exposed the confidence industry, how do we stop buying into it? How do we change the self-worth crisis? Do we know the difference between confidence and self-worth? Confidence, it's fleeting, it comes and goes. You can look confident and still feel unworthy. Confidence, it's external. Self-worth, it's internal. Confidence, it's not a foundation. Self-worth is. And without self-worth, confidence, it collapses. The day I left, nothing around me had changed, but something within me had. The day I left, it was not the day life got easier, but it was the day I got stronger. I finally believed I was worth saving. And transformation, it wasn't instant, but it did become a daily choice, a choice to rewire my limiting beliefs, to reclaim my voice that had been silenced for years, and to rebuild my life based on these newly discovered truths. That destruction was actually a reconstruction to something so much bigger. She means business. Not just a brand, not just a magazine, but a movement to amplify women's voices and visibility. Born from the ashes of my rock bottom, but proof that even life's darkest moments can be a launching pad and a foundation for impact and purpose. The day I left, I had no idea what life had in store for me, but I knew I had to embrace the belief that I was worthy of more. No friends, no family nearby, 2 beautiful daughters, $50 in my bank account. Rock bottom. But at rock bottom, I was able to make 3 choices that became the bridge from the destruction to the reconstruction. 1, radical accountability. I had to ask myself, why am I accepting this? 2, awareness, because you can't change what you're unwilling to see. And 3 was gratitude. Because now I got to rebuild a life built on my truth. Those 3 choices became a foundation to the reconstruction. So, how do we fix the self-worth crisis? I want you to take a vow. V, value your truth. The good, the bad, the ugly, the messy. O, own your worth. And W, walk unapologetically in that power. And when you take that vow, you aren't just rewiring your brain, you're rewriting your story. And you're solving the self-worth crisis. The day I left, I thought I was leaving behind my whole life. But what I was really leaving behind was the version of me who thought she wasn't enough. What I didn't know then was that healing has many layers. And the last wasn't just rebuilding, but releasing. I had to release the shame, that I should have done something different, that it must have been my fault. I had to release this shame that my past has to define me. So today, I'm addressing a self-worth crisis. But when we rewrite our beliefs, when we reclaim our voice, when we rebuild our life and release any shame around our truth, guess what? We get to create a movement of women rising in self-worth. Not just women, all of us. And when we rise in worth, we don't just change our life. We truly change the world. And this movement, she means business. Thank you.